of course. Hey! Gonna try to do some videos this year. We'll see if it happens. So I am just gonna start right now with my December book haul. I have adult books that I either purchased for myself with like birthday money, or was gifted in general as, again, a birthday present. And then I have baby books too that the baby was given or that I purchased or that Jake purchased for the baby. So I'll start with my adult books. Sorry, the cats are. And there will not be a baby appearance in this video. If that's what you're here for, I'm sorry. The baby is not here. So I'm just taking advantage that he's not here to try to film an actual video with actual books instead of just me complaining about how I'm not reading. So first things first, this is the most recent acquisition. I don't know if acquisition is the correct word, but this was sent to me by my friend Chelsea for my birthday. It's I Heart Jennifer Coolidge, a celebration of your favorite pop culture icon by Lauren Emily Wallen. This is kind of like one of those books that you get for people that read books that you don't know what book to get them because they have too many books, but you know that they like something type of book. So I think it has like different characters that she's been in different movies, which I think is super fun. So maybe I'll do like a Jennifer Coolidge movie-a-thon later. I'm not sure. And then I also have the Paris Review, which is just, my subscription to the Paris Review. This is number 250. I have not opened her up yet. I've got a couple of things from Jake. So the first one is this graphic novel called Hairball that's got this really cool cover. Yeah, maybe I'll just sit down and read this. I don't know. I need to get my reading going. I have finished one book though, but I would like to get some stuff under my belt, and obviously he purchased this for me because he thinks that it is good. I assume that he worked on it because he works for Dark Horse, and it's a Dark Horse book. So yes, I'm excited about that one. And then he also got me Haruki Murakami manga stories, Super Frog Saves Tokyo, Where I'm Likely to Find It, Birthday Girl, The Seventh Man, and this is adapted by Jean-Christophe Devignier, illustrations by PMGL. So, it's just a few of his short stories turned into manga. And then I, was in New York for my birthday, so I think the rest of these books I purchased while I was in New York. Our first stop was the Strand. We went to a few bookstores. In New York, just the Strand and McNally's, or McNally Booksellers, I'm not sure. But at the Strand, I got a couple of books because I think one was a remainder. I mean, this book is pretty cheap, so this one must be a remainder. But it is Sao Bernardo by Graciliano Ramos, whatever, guys. I'm sorry. Translated by Padma Viswanathan. And I don't know where this author is from. I kind of think Brazilian. Yes, Brazil. And I have no idea about any of that. I think, I just read the back a little bit. I saw the word ruthless, exploitation, him thinking a young woman is his acquisition, etc. And so I want to read that. And then I also got Carmilla by Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu, edited by Carmen Maria Machado. It's like the original vampire story, I guess, that I have never read. So I was like, why not? Let's do it. I don't know if this is, translated or not. Based on that name, it could go either way. So yes, I am excited about that. And then I started doing, and then we actually went to, again, McNally. And so I got a McNally edition because I was like, I didn't know about this bookstore, and I didn't know that they published books. So I figured I would get one of those. And I don't know what drew me to this one specifically. Office Politics by Wilfred Sheed. This is number 32 of McNally editions. And yeah, it just seems like, I assume that they take books that are, I forget that like period of time where you know what I'm talking about. Like once books are a certain age, you can republish them with like forwards and blah, 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 whatever. So I assume that they just kind of do that with lesser known older novels. So I'm excited to see what that's about. Hopefully I like it. Then we started doing a little tour of the Hudson Valley like bookstores. I can't remember, and I don't think that I have like bookmarks and stuff for all of these, but we went to 5 bookstores in that kind of general area. And I don't remember, I think like one was in if I can remember what they are, I'll tell you guys, but I don't remember. I mean, this one I have a bookmark. So this one is from Transom Bookshop in Tarrytown, which is really close to Sleepy Hollow. So Jake was making jokes about how Tarrytown was like, basically everyone just talks about Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow apparently does have a bookstore too, but I didn't know about it and it was too late. So I did not go there. But yeah, this cover drew me to it. Laser Rider 2 by Tamara Shopson. And yeah, I don't know. This looked intriguing. I have no idea what it's about. It's, you know, so yeah. I mean, the author, it says, is a renowned illustrator, graphic designer, writer, part-time cook, and co-owner of a New York City eatery. So I have no idea, but again, it looked intriguing. And then at one point we were, I think that was this one was the first bookstore that we went into, but I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was really cute. So I'm glad that I can't remember the name of it. Just kidding. If I have the mental energy, I will put a list of these bookstores in the description box. Again, they are all in New York. It's the Hudson Valley like area. There's lots of bookstores in that area, but again, we just went to 5. So anyways, my cousin offered to buy me a book for my birthday, and I was like trying to get people to buy me books that wanted to buy me books that kind of matched their taste, but she is a romance, maybe not romance, but like rom-com-y type reader, and that is not my vibe. So this was like the closest that I could get to it. I figured, why not? Sally Rooney, let's go for it. I've never read a Sally Rooney book. I don't know that I'll necessarily like the Sally Rooney book, but I would like to try Sally Rooney, and she was in the bookstore, and this is kind of close to a romance type thing. Conversations with Friends, and it had a nice little inscription in the front, I think. Yeah, so that is written in a language that I do not understand, but that also made me excited about it. And then she also got me this one, and she said that it makes her cry. So I'm looking forward to that. Someday by Allison McGee and Peter H. Reynolds. And so this is like, I think she said it's about like a mother-daughter relationship, but it's just like supposed to be a cute kind of book about parenthood, I assume. And actually even just looking, I don't know why I'm like so emotional lately. Oh God. Super great. Okay. And then we went, okay, great. Oh, another one from the Transom Bookstop. I think this one, did I get that one from there too? Yeah. The Transom Bookshop in Tarrytown was my favorite of the ones that we went to. I think one was in Ossining. But anyways, I just like couldn't resist this. You know, there was a bunch of books in the series from the British Library. So this is The Night, Wire, and Other Tales of Weird Media, edited by Aaron Worth. And so there was, I can't remember what the other ones were, but there were all different kinds of anthologies, and I was really intrigued by all of them, but I just picked one randomly. I think because it's from the media specifically. So I don't know if these were like published in, you know, magazines or whatever, but I want all of the books in the series. And then I had already gotten those 2 books that again seemed like weird and right up my alley just based on visual cues. And my other cousin, pointed out this book, and he's like, have you ever read this series? And I said, no. And then I was like, fine, I'll just buy it, just because, you know, I love being recommended books, especially by people that I know. You know, I love it. So I figured I would get it, especially because we were staying at his house and he was being like so kind. So I might want to put this like closer on the top of my list of books to read. I did read the first sentence, and it seemed interesting to me. So let me see if I can. Yeah, so I'm I'm excited. I have no idea what it's about. I think it's like a fantasy or science fiction book, but it's a series. And I think he said that there's like a TV show too. Then we went to, let's see, this one my friend purchased for me. My friend, oh my God, that's so awkward. My other cousin purchased for me at the Village Bookstore in Pleasantville. So it's another, it is good when they put these in there so that you can remember. And I had her buy me Dinosaurs by Lydia Millet. I read a children's Bible, I think that's what it's called, and I really liked the writing. I thought it was like simple but good, kind of almost the same, not same vibes as Elena Ferrante, but same things that I like about Elena Ferrante, where it's just like a person talking and like, again, simple but beautiful language. So I was interested in reading another book of hers. And to be honest, like a lot of these smaller bookstores, it's hard to find books that I would personally be interested in, which is why I was so excited about Terrytown's bookstore, because it was, you could tell it was a well-curated bookstore. The one that we went to, I think in Ossining, which again, I wish I could remember the name of it, was more of a used bookstore, like very cool vibes. But then the other ones that we went to are just like fairly basic bookstore, so it was kind of hard to find things, but I did find this and I do want to read this, so I was excited about that. And then there was another bookstore, I cannot remember what it's called, which is probably for the best, but it was in that general area and there was just nothing that I was finding, guys. It was kind of awkward. There was a lot of Jojo Moyes and Colleen Hoover on the shelves, but there was Kitchen Confidential by Anthony Bourdain, and I've never read this, and I know everyone loves this book, and it's really, really sad what happened, and I would love to read this, just because I feel like it is one of those books that everyone should read, or like, you know, could read. So I'm excited to finally have a copy of that. And then one of the other bookstores that, again, I can't remember the name of it, but they had a Moshfegh book, so I just went ahead and bought it. I've only read McGlue by her, but I own like all of the rest of them now at this point. Homesick for Another World, short story collection by Odessa Moshfegh. So those are all of the books for me. And again, I think actually all of these were gifts or purchased with birthday money. So that's always a good way to acquire books, even though this year I'm going to be really, really good and not buy that much. Then I have some books. I have a lot of books for the baby. So I'm going to start off with a mistake that I made, which was I went to Costco shortly before we left and I bought like this bundle of books in a box that started off like this. You know, this was kind of the cover of the box. And so I was excited by this like touchy-feely part. So I bought it, but they're kind of boring. I mean, they're fine. It's just like all the texture is roughly the same. So they're like really colorful and whatever, but I wouldn't personally recommend it. Two of them are counting books and they're just 1 through 5 for both of them. So he does gravitate towards this one. He likes this one a lot. But again, they're just like kind of boring for the most part. It's just like the same, like a rubbery texture. However, this one is cool. It has different textures in it. So like the, you know, whatever, I can't describe what that texture is. And then this one too is like that sticky tacky stuff, but it's a little bit different. And then the bees have like this shiny stuff. And then let's see what else is there. There's this kind of like fabric-y one, and then this shiny spiderweb. So this one is a hit of the 4. I definitely am probably going to get rid of one of these counting books because baby has a lot of books, and I don't need to have things that are like kind of boring. And then Jake got a couple of books for the baby while we were on our trip, 2 from the Strand. This one is The House on East 88th Street by Bernard Waber. And so it's just, you know, I've never heard of this, but there's like this crocodile and he looks cute. So we'll read that eventually. Ah! Sorry, you are just there on a pile of books and leaned against a cushion. So, and then he also got this one, The Real Thief by William Steig, because we call our baby like Goose because his name is August and Gus, so Goose. And so, you know, obviously this one probably won't read for a little bit with him, although we might. He likes reading adult books, so like he likes touching my books. And then he also got this Beaky Barnes Egg on the Loose by Caldecott Honor winner David Ezra Stein. I assume that's two separate people that this is by. And that looks super fun and cute as well. Then we got a couple of books, one from my aunt. So this one is like a farm type book with, you know, like textures and flaps and all kinds of fun stuff. There's like whatever, so very, very cool. And then my cousin, who is Italian, she came with this one for him from Italy. Le mie prime 100 parole tattili. Tattili, oh, tactile, okay, because it's a touch book, sorry. It takes me a while to, like, you know, read and make it make sense, but it's got like squishy bits. There's, you know, lots of fun stuff. So I love the textury books for baby. And then we got our latest Dolly Parton, technically this one came in today, but our latest book in the Dolly Parton like free book program. If you have a child under the age of 5, sign up. You get one free book a month. Again, we are a little bit overwhelmed with baby books, but I love them, and baby, you know, gets drawn to some books sometimes and some books another time. So right now he's really into this Vamos book that's like about people crossing the bridge between Mexico and the US, and you just never know what they're going to be into. So anyways, Dolly Parton sends you one free book a month. This is hosted, or like the sponsor is the Barbara Dugan Foundation. So I think like each area has a different person who sponsors. But it's really, really, really nice getting these books from Dolly Parton. Thank you, Dolly. And then I have a couple of books, or 4 more books, 2 from my friend Chelsea. So this one is My First Emotions. So it's got like the different colors and emotions, etc., which is really cute. And then she also got this one, The Verts. So it's a story of introverts and extroverts, and it looks so cute. The illustration just is absolutely stunning. So I'm really excited to read this one with baby. And then my friend Rachel got us a couple of books too. The first one is Gilmore Girls, At Home in Stars Hollow, which is really, really cute that they did a picture book for Gilmore Girls. So as long as I don't have to look at Dean better not be in here. I haven't read through it. I hope it just focuses on Lorelai and Rory. I'm sure it will, but you know, we are not Dean fans in this household, which I think most people at this point are not Dean fans anyways. And then the last one, which is super, super cute, is this corduroy book. I don't think I ever read this as a kid, or at least I don't remember. But I do know of this bear, and I think that it's just like got such cozy, cute little vibes. So I'm really, really, really excited to read this one to baby too. So, oh my gosh, those are all the books. So many books. So I'm going to try really hard to be very good this year. And good for me is going to be to purchase less, but we'll see what happens. It's only like, you know, the 10th or 11th or whatever. So anyways, thank you for watching. I hope everyone else got good books for Christmas. You know what I'm saying?